As you can plainly see, we've installed a new canopy out here to give some decorative feature to the front of the building with a rather plain yellow building. All our metal facade is done. And you can currently see that they're starting to change the windows so that the windows will match the metal facade. We've got them completed on the 4th floor, and as they go down each floor, we'll fill them up. We're still waiting for a couple of metal work to be done. We're going to actually wrap those window openings there to match the metal facade and kind of bring it all in. And then our masonry crew is going to come in and we're going to paint this whole ground floor brown that's going to match that. So it ties the whole canopy and the front facade together at street level. We've got a brand new storefront here. This was all aluminum colored storefront. We changed it to this bronze. We created a new entranceway. This entrance was actually back set about 6 feet. We moved it forward to take advantage of that and open up the lobby. There was a terrazzo floor here that we removed, and we brought a polishing crew in here, and they polished all the concrete. We also carved these little trenches in here and put these nice tile inserts to give this kind of a little bit of a different appeal. This whole vestibule used to sit here. We pushed it all the way out here so we could have a nice grand lobby here. We've got a decorative wood wall. This is going to be one of the main features of the build. I want to show you what it looks like. It's really cool. So this has got a nice kind of a barnwood recycled kind of look. So we're doing a sort of a pseudo-industrial type of appeal here. There's some decorative lighting that's yet to go in here. So when you come next week, you'll start seeing more of this finished look. This is going to be where the new fitness center comes in. As you'll notice, you're seeing wires and stuff dangling near the doors. All these doors are going to have electronic access, so the customer only has to carry a little fob like this. They can come in if they're so inclined, go in a fitness center. This is going to be obviously full of exercise equipment. There'll be a TV. This is actually a new ventilation system that's going to serve this area. There's a new bathroom going to be going in there. And of course, we have a public bathroom that's on the other side of the wall there. As you pass through the fitness center, on this side of the building, this is going to be where our new lounge is going to be. It's going to have couches in there, some gaming tables, a little kitchenette will be in there, big flat screen TV to watch the game. So nice. Somebody wants to have some friends over and they live in a studio, they don't have enough room, they can just come down here and watch it in the lounge. The manager's office is going to be over there. That's where you're going to be camping out. This here is going to be our new mail room. Okay, we're going to have your typical mailboxes, of course. But over here, this section is where there's going to be an electronic package delivery system, the Luxor. We have something similar in our other buildings. So this one will have a nice big set of lockers. Amazon guy delivers it. He goes to the screen, picks a box, puts it in there, sends a message to the tenant. Your package has been delivered. Go to locker number 12 and put in your code and retrieve your package. Okay. We've got elevators on both sides. It's an 80-unit building that's basically split in half. So I'm going to take you up on the south side, which you have some earlier shots of that place being remodeled and gutted. This side got gutted even a little bit more. So we're going to take you over here and show you what the beginning of the project look like, and then I'm going to walk you to the other side to see. Okay, so the majority of the units or floors started like this. And what you basically see is that we gutted out the units, took all the bad drywall out, saved some of it, installed all new electrical, all new plumbing. This is going to be the kitchen. This will be the living room. Some of the units we installed some can lighting in the bigger spaces to give it a little bit more luminosity. We installed a closet whereby we're going to have built-in washer and dryer in the unit, so no longer going downstairs to a laundry room.
That's really exciting.
This is our 2-bedroom apartment. It has a little powder room here. The laundrette's going to go here, and then of course the full bath here. With your bedrooms on either side.
Cool.
We also installed new air conditioners in the rooms that did not have them. For some reason, some of the bedrooms didn't have AC, so we cut out a hole, put it in a box. We'll be putting an AC in. We have all new radiation through the entire project. One of the things, and you'll see when we go to the other side, some of the apartments, the flooring was in pretty decent shape. It was under carpeting for 50 years. So we decided we were gonna save it and reclaim it. And when we go over to the other side, you'll see a finished floor and you get to see what the process is. In some of the areas, we had to replace some of the wood. It might have been damaged because of a roof leak or whatever. In this building, every room was in every state of disarray that you could imagine, from, you know, mold going on it to everything from leaks, damage, people punched stuff on the wall, you know, leaving all sorts of crap all over. So when we're done, this is what you start with. And we're gonna walk over to the other side of the building and see what you ended up with. Some of these apartments also, we reconfigured them. The doorways were in the wrong position. They were actually, when you'd walk in the apartment, you'd walk into a wall. So we had the opportunity, we opened up a new hole in the cement wall, and we moved the door so when you enter, you actually enter the room a lot more readily. Before, the door used to be right here, and when you walked in, you were right here. It made it difficult to bring furniture in and whatnot, so we relocated. Another thing we did, there used to be a corridor here. You'd go into this little closet area or hallway again. This was your entrance to the bedroom. Then you came here. This was the entrance to the bathroom, and then you had this little closet right here. So what we did was we created a suite for the bathroom and the laundrette. So now we have this nice big long room. You'll have your stackable washer dryer. You'll have some shelving here for linens and whatnot. And you're in your bathroom here, new tubs, new shower, reconfigured, new exhaust fan, new lighting. Everything will be brand new. And then we relocated the entrance to the bedroom over here. So we have like a Siamese drawing. You'll see how it looks in its finished condition on the other side. We're redoing the stairs, as you can see. So this is what a gutted stairwell looks like. We've removed all the stairs. And what the fire department is having us do is go in there and put this specialized insulation in there that's fireproof. So that if the fire were to develop in a unit or anywhere in a space, this particular stairwell is protected, have a double layer drywall, which meets all the city codes, and then all the stairs are steel, so we get away from that. Flammables in the safety net, which is the egress out of the building.
Was it 5 floors? Or 2?
It is a 5-story building, or what they call a 4+1, meaning 4 residential floors with 1 ground floor. We're calling ground floor 1. Every other floor is 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Because it's 5. So this side of the building is getting ready to be inspected and approved, and we've got all our materials staged. And what we had to do to get the materials into the building, if you may, we opened up, we took the windows out of this particular unit all the way up and down, and we created what we call a trash out room. So all the debris that's generated comes to these chutes, and they throw the garbage out the slide. It goes down a big tube into a big giant garbage box downstairs. So we did this on the other side. That's been completed, so now we moved it over to this side. And eventually what's going to happen is we're going to be getting ready to start selling those apartments late February, early March. That's our goal.
A goal.
Now what you're walking through here is one of the last apartments on this side of the building. There was a demising wall fire barrier between the two halves of the building. It's literally 40 units on one side, 40 on the other. We opened up this wall on each floor so we could have egress back and forth and be able to mobilize materials back and forth without being hindered. Before we can close up this side, the masons will come back, re-brick this all up, and then we'll close it in with drywall. So as you can see, these rooms are starting to develop. This is a bathroom that's already been tiled. The vanities are in. The tile on the bathroom wall is completed. Right now what we're waiting for is that the countertop people are making the bathroom countertop. That's what they find when they come, and I'll show you one that already has a countertop put in if we get in there. And I know that everything looks like a mess. I mean, it always seems like it's dirty. The dust is like never ending. But at the end of the day, when the cleanup crews come through and we buff and polish everything out, it'll look much better. They're just starting to do tapers. As you can plainly see, this room is starting to get to this final stages. They've installed the drywall, and we had to open up that wall to put in new electric and new plumbing. they'll come in and they'll put the products on to make the wall look like that. That's how it starts, and that's what you see this is what they call the tape. Guy will put that on there, put his mud, and before you know it, it looks like that.
Cool.
This was the old trash out room. They're just getting rid of some ready. Here's what one of the units looked like. New entry door, and now you can see, even though it's dusty, the difference in the way the floor came out. We took those existing wood floors, they sanded them, they stained them, they put the first coat of polyurethane on. Now, the only reason we didn't do the finish coat is obviously there's going to be continuing foot traffic. This room now is at the stage, there's just some final little repairs. They're going through all the radiation, they're testing it to make sure that the leaks are satisfied, that it's working correctly. There's small amounts of little repairs that need to be done. And what we're going to do is we'll have the windows taken out, they'll be reinstalled. What's going to go on here is next is that all this little trims that you see to go up around those are going to start being installed. Our painters put the first coat of paint on and the first coat of primer to protect all that raw drywall compound. Now if somebody comes in there and if they come with a machine or something, they nick it, easy enough to just fix it up real patch. We do touch-ups. Last thing we're going to do is the paint, and then the final coat, we go out the unit, we lock the door, that unit's done. So that's what we're working toward. This particular kitchen is a rather large kitchen in a very large one-bedroom. This is going to have what we call a galley-style kitchen. Your cooking area and prep area will be over here. It's going to have a little butler bar right here with a glass front cabinet, so you'll be able to have like a little mini bar. The laundrette in this particular unit is in the kitchen area. It was an ideal location given the size of the space. This was kind of a dead area, so we utilized it for that. This will be your sink and whatnot, and right here there's a built-in desk so that, you know, you can do work at the thing while you're waiting for your dinner to be done. You can have a little computer table here or whatever.
Cool.
The bathroom in this one is not quite finished yet. They're waiting for countertops, which are, the guy came out measuring, they're putting in a banjo style top. I'm going to take you to an apartment that should have one in already.
Cool.
Here, you know what, we're going to get a few. These are all these units have had their floors. You can see the cabinets are starting to be staged in there. The carpenters are finishing up the trim and they're slowly working their way down the floor. This is like the two-bedroom we saw on the other side. Base trim is up now. You can start to see that the doors are hung. You can see that this bathroom cabinets in it are starting to get done. They're putting up casing. This one has some more work to be done. But they're getting to the point where, you know, they can bring the countertops in here. These are the workers who are putting all the casing up. And then here's one of the installed kitchens.
Oh,
It's going to have a gray bottom, white tops, full height cabinets.
These are huge cabinets.
Right. This is going to get a refrigerator. It's got like French doors on it. It's going to be really sexy. Cool. Adjust all this stuff. Okay. Sink is over here. We'll have a light here. We'll put a little trim lamps, but there's supposed to be a light in here.
Cool.
I don't know why the whip is in there. I take that back. I'm wrong. Stove, microwave. Okay?
That makes sense.
Yeah. And we did this is first time we've done this kind of feature with the remodels, trying to just give it a little bit more character, because it's such a large space. This is a two-bedroom, you usually have 3 people living here, so we need a little bit more storage. So he's got to adjust the doors on this. This is the dishwasher panel that goes here. So that's how this terminates.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So dishwasher too.
Every unit's getting a dishwasher, a microwave, a stove, refrigerator, and washer and dryer. Okay, the parking lot was a huge endeavor. Basically, all the sewer work from the building ends up going down underneath the old parking lot. It was either collapsed, damaged, all the pipes were no good, the catch basins were bad. We ended up tearing up all the old asphalt, removed all the old plumbing, and have all brand new underground sewer work in here. So we have brand new catch basins that all the kitchen drains go to. We have brand new sewer system. all the way through. We have brand new drains that are located around the parking lot everywhere. Obviously, the place looks like a disaster because we're using it to stage all our different materials. We had to put a new heating system in. And as you go around, you can see all the brand new plumbing ends up terminating down here. So we have to heat the garage because we have plumbing infrastructure that comes through the building. But this was a big endeavor. We had to pull some, I guess you would call them bumpers that were like big giant steel posts. They were connected in the ground by these huge giant concrete caissons. It took them forever to break them up with a jackhammer to get them out, but they removed them so that we could have a little more open area. This area is obviously part of the parking area. This used to be a driveway, but it's going to end up being 2 spots that are just backed up spots here. We're debating putting a bike cage here for residents, or putting some kind of hangers on the wall where we can hang the bikes on hangers. Over in this section, there's going to be a car wash for the tenants.
Oh, nice.
Car wash or a dog wash?
Yeah, there'll be a mechanism like you go to those car washes where you use the wand, you put your money in or you swipe the credit card, and you'll be able to wash your car. So we're gonna put some special screens up there so that the overspray doesn't go on those parked cars. We're gonna get some different lighting. We're just waiting for that equipment to get here. This will be an area where people can come and wash their car.
That's nice.
And one of the things that we can look at over here down on the ground floor. This is all new HVAC equipment to supply to the fitness center and to the ground floor. It's called a ductless system. All the heating and cooling will be done with a refrigeration equipment as opposed to your typical furnace that has a gas fire like this unit here. So everything is nice and sleek and hidden in the ceiling. It'll all be a real new wave, if you will. New entrances to the garage. We got to do some openings here. This is our new dog wash station. It's going to be going in this little room over here. So you'll have this little ramp. You'll open the door. You let your little poochie go in there. Got a shower. You'll be able to wash them, dry them.
That's awesome.
This room is going to be the dog spa. The theme of this spa is going to be a barbershop type theme, but it's a dog barbershop. So the wash basin's gonna go here. There's gonna be a grooming table over here. There's gonna be a stand-up blow dryer, for drying your pooch off. The whole ceiling's gonna have a decorative tin look, kind of old school. There'll be a new door on here. It's gonna be like a saloon-style door that swings in and out. It's gonna have old cool glass in it. So
Cool.
I don't know if you're interested in the mechanical stuff. We kind of reconfigured the boiler rooms here too. We gutted the old shitty boilers that were here. I'll have to strike that. We got rid of the old hot water heaters, and we installed these new high efficiency hot water tanks. These are what they call 99% efficient, save a lot of energy dollars. Both rooms have this new equipment here. We were able to save the old heating system. We just had to do a couple of minor upgrades to the controls and some of the micro components. But other than that, that's going to be there. This is our garbage trash out room. What you can see right now is not very practical. The garbage chute empties here. Not very easy to get in and get out of. So what we're doing is we're going to remove this. We're going to rotate it. We're going to have the garbage chute right here so the guy can collect the garbage, walk it out to the dumpsters that'll be in the garage.
Fun.
And that's it. You can see where like the new sewer got put in here and there. Okay, so that's pretty much what's going on here at 5536 North Sheridan. We're anticipating having the north side ready for sale in March of this year. So start looking in your websites for Februarys to start coming and touring and picking your unit. You're gonna wanna live here.